Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Carnivores Far North. Now, I do apologize if the comments for last week aren't in this video yet, just because I'm doing this on April Fool's Day, actually, is recording. So, if there has been feedback about things that I did do wrong in options, or regarding the builds for Far North, I'm afraid this episode won't show those off. But we're still going to hop in, because even for what this build has in it, I think Far North is a very well done project so far. Like, let's hop into Hunt. Like, one thing about Moraine Domain being just its single map that seems to be on offer is that it has so many different biomes for you to be able to try out. So I think what we're going to do, we do actually have a lot of points that we could look at going after some stuff. So we may do that there. And we don't have enough for both, so maybe we'll try the Tundra Eagle, or... I mean, I did like using the chop shot when we had the Hyenodon charge us. So maybe we'll take off the Diprotodon, so we could do... Yeah, we'll try this. That way we have the Tundra Eagle. Exclusive variant Classic Desert Eagle withstand cold temperatures, make it almost as effective avoiding freezing or jamming as it is doming unsuspecting Arctic fauna. So we'll try the Tundra Eagle with the chop shot, and... the Derringer is always free, so we'll do that. I think we will turn Tranquilizers on this time. And once we do load in, I will take a quick extra moment to do a little something that, thankfully, I do have to give a shout out to Mert the Burt for it. It's making recording so much better, and the game just sort of feels like it fits a little more in changing the resolution to the proper sizing. With all that in order, though, let's hop into Hunt. And it looks like we're all loaded in now. I just did the resolution trick, so as you'll probably notice in the video, there's no longer the black lines on the left and right when we go into a proper hunt. It's basically using a console command in order to have the game run at a different setting. But onto the game itself again proper, what I really like about this map is that it has so many different features to it. Like, looking just at the map, you have the river system, the kind of lush lowland area, kind of the scrubland, and then the glacier area. Now, one of the things with Carnivores Triassic was, although you had... Some maps did feature a nice little mix of biomes. What the fuck was that? Oh, what's that up there? Oh, Denornis. Okay, well, maybe we'll have the Tundra Eagle at the ready. But sometimes the maps for Carnivores almost feel a little bit too monotonous at times. Like, it's just the one thing over and over again, like... Mirkmore Slough in Mandibles, well, actually, I can't really use that because there are some areas where it kind of feels more like marsh, and you do have change in vegetation. I know Triassic, like Panoremos, Mafudo Island, where it was just kind of the single thing for the entire map, wasn't too much variation. It kind of made anywhere you hunted on the map just feel like any other part of the map, but here you'll definitely have the change as to... Oh, there's... Oh, just an Amphiscion. You'll definitely see and notice the changes to what's around you. And looks like I gotta do some sprint climbing. Okay, there we go. So probably want to work our way south. Granted, the wind will be our enemy here, but I don't think we're going to find too much up around the glacier we're on. Oh my good lord, just... I love how it also feels like a natural shift going up and along there. Like, it gradually does increase towards having the glacier we're on top of, although... Is that meltwater all down there? It might be. Denornis, Amphiscion, Leptictidium, but nothing actually on our license. So if we do come across the Hyenodons, we'll definitely be using the chop shot. But everything else, we'll probably try using the Tundra Eagle for it. Yeah, I think we're going to work our way across that and get to well, I shouldn't say proper ground, but a little bit more even hunting terrain. Because this should just be water. Yeah, we are able just to swim across that, thankfully. And they chose an interesting ambience for the map. Okay, well, we'll just get our way across and then keep a lookout and see. I did turn the fog offs in the option, so I'm hoping that might make it so that way a few things... Oh! We don't have it on the license, unfortunately, but we... Should we try is the question. Even if it's not on the license, we... No, it's already gone off, so never mind that. We would get a few points for it, but nowhere near the amount that we would normally get if it was on the license. Should I even say it's on the license? I just feel like I'm taking that from other hunting games like Cabela's, where you have license to go after these certain animals. I don't know if that's accurate or not, considering how Carnivore sort of operates. I guess tour would be... Or license on or tour. I don't really know how to phrase that properly. But we're back into the scrubland or the beach a bit. I guess kind of a mix of both. So we'll keep our eyes open, see what we can spot, and just be ready in case we do have anything charge us. I do have to say, the animal variety is very good. The map design, superb. The descriptions are a little interesting. I think I do kind of prefer when they are more a little canon seriously instead of the kind of... Like, I can appreciate the humor in them, but I just kind of appreciate more when... Or enjoy more when the mod does feel like how Triassic and Manville's do for the descriptions, where they're more trying to sell themselves on their experience. Oh, hello. We might have a Tundra Eagle to try out. I don't know how close we'll be able to get to it. Because I think the Calicotherium was one of the ones that we were always having a bit of trouble getting close to. Although we were using the Derringer and the Chop Shot on them, so... But especially with the new resolution change, it feels a little more proper. That does seem like that's the distance it is away. It just feels a little more... I don't know if it's this... How would I want to pronounce this? The scaling feels a little more appropriate at this resolution, might be how I'm trying to pronounce, or word it. Basically, running with the command console set for the same resolution as my monitor at 1920 by 1080, everything sort of feels more fitting to scale looking at it. And that does look proper, like it is that far away, whereas before it seemed like that was more, I guess, closer? Hearing something else, too. Oh, just the Leptictidium there, didn't I? Okay, so where is... Oh, there's the Calicotherium. Well, we're slowly working towards them. I don't want to do a call just because that'll give away our position. Right, you know, I better turn run mode off just because if we stand up... no, might not see us yet, so we'll have this at the ready. And crouch our way up here. No, I was kind of stuck in a little area there. Thought we would have gotten... There we go. Okay, so we did manage to get enough shots on with the Derringer to finish him off. So we got one animal bagged. And one of the nice things about them tranquilized is we can actually walk up and get a nice close look without them being taken off by the trophy ship. So we'll just get our way across, take a look at the Calicotherium that we just got, and maybe try for a Hyaenodon or something else. There is the Dinornis. And what's the other guy? Oh, actually not coming up on the binoculars for some reason. There we go, the Arsenoteri. Yeah, there's our Calicotherium tranquilized. That we'll get a nice load of points from him in once we kind of end the hunt off. The texture works do fit to the models, and I do have to admit, it is kind of Carnivore's canon style for how it looks. Like, that's some things with some of the mods, is you sort of have canon style and more freestyle in a way. Like, the best example I can say is to look at how the Jurassic Park mods for the Carnivores are. Like, I know I haven't played too much of Jurassic Park Revolution, but the textures are all mostly taken back from games like Operation Genesis for the huntable animals. Whereas the canon style mods are more depicting a certain artist's artwork of them, like old paleo art in a way. I'm trying to remember exactly the name of it, because there is a specific artist that a lot of Carnivores textures and even models are really designed by, or designed with inspiration of. But I can't think of the exact artist's name, and I'm sure the comments will rip me for that, for not knowing it at this point. But they're all based around that, which is why you'll have looks, and even the mods that follow the canon style aren't exactly paleontologically accurate. They're more towards that one artist styling of them. Like the Spinosaurus, the Ceratosaurus, the Allosaurus, like those from the original Carnivores and Carnivores 2, although, again, there are some animals that don't actually carry over, etc. Those ones are more inspired by the artist's works of those animals. God, you know, at one point I think I would just eventually realize that maybe I should switch topics when I don't know enough about it, but apparently today's not that day, is it? Anyway, we'll try going up a little bit. We might have to work more into the... we'll work into the scrubland, but I forgot I could also try calling a hyaenodon in. I just have to hope that I'm a good enough shot that we don't get taken down by one. Maybe up here will be a good spot. Let's try a call and see if we get a reply. I think we might have, but it sounds like it almost came from behind us? No, that was ambience, so... maybe it is just my imagination that from that one I heard. Okay, that sounded different than a regular ambience, so maybe there is one nearby. Well, not that, but... okay, I honestly don't know if there is one near us or not, but we're gonna slide down the embankment here. And see where we want to try going from there. That one ambience, though, I feel like should definitely be changed, because I wonder, maybe that's just a base ambience from the original game. Like the original Carnivores 2 that I think the mod uses as its engine. That could be it. Oh, just Leptictidium hiding over there. I think it was around area like this where we had our encounter with the hyaenodon last episode too, where he almost seemed like he came out of the rock in a way, or he's just over a bend and charged us. Because I remember us going around this, I believe. This little glacial deposit of... that kind of got separated from the other stuff. I think we were on... actually, I think we were on the... I was going to say the other side, but I think maybe just... if we continue east, we'd be on the same side as that. Oh, there's a Denornis. Yeah, we can always give a call and see if we get a reply. I didn't hear it. Oh, I did see something drop down there. Looked like it basically fell right off the side of the mountain, so we may have something coming through there. I don't know for sure, though. Yeah, I do definitely hear something in there. The problem is that's such tight space. Oh, we're going to try it. Okay, just an... Oh, okay, might have just been an Amphision then. So I saw something drop down. It looked dark in color. For the split second I could see it. Well, it looks like it might have just been an Amphision, which... Bit of a sigh of relief there. Just because I don't think I'd want to try coming across a Hyenodon and how tight the passages are through this area. Yeah, still nothing yet, but we'll keep working our way along. Another thing is that the map does seem gigantic, which I do love as well. So even if you're just hunting on the same map over and over, because there's so many different little biomes along there, and it's so large, it feels like you might be hunting on completely different maps with how this is designed. So I really gotta give an A+ for the map design. And then you have nice features like this almost marshland or floodplain. Actually, no, it'd probably be a marshland more than the floodplain. Because it's not exactly a plain, is it, with all the trees that are there? Well, we'll get ourselves north and keep trying for a Hyenodon. I think that's going to be our best option, given what weapon we still have to work with. I am a bit surprised that we have not had a call back from one, though. Yeah, he's kind of stuck in his barking loop, so we'll move past that one and just keep our eyes open. Maybe we'll try up along sort of this almost borderline. Like, just a bit south of where the scrubland meets the highlands here. I don't know if that was actually a reply or just ambience that high-pitched. I know the barking's just the Amphision, but maybe we'll try one more. See, I don't know for certain. Doesn't sound like there's anything like a real clear reply, so... That is just me walking around. I thought that might have been something else, but... No, those are just my own footsteps as we're walking our way through. Yeah, so maybe that's what the issue was last time, is that I had the fog still on in the options. I think that's one of your essential options to shut off on any of the Carnivores mods that you play. I'll have to remember that commandables, because I'm sure that's probably going to be the first thing as soon as I bring that up is, what's going on with the terrain effects here? It's, you forgot to turn the fog off, dummy. Oh, that's another click of Therium, but I do not know if we'll really be able to get close enough to try the chop shot on him. We could try, because the terrain may actually help us quite a bit for it. I mean, there are a few instances where you have the trees levitating off the ground and that, but overall, I think the map is very well designed, and I do look forward to trying more weapons out on it and going after more of the roster. Okay, so it should just be... Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get him. Although it does look like we got a few hits on him. I don't know if the train would really work well enough for us to get close enough. As we're out of derringers, and we only have the chop shot to go. Well, we might as well do nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? We'll try and see if we can get closer, but with how long the episode's... I shouldn't even say that the episode's getting too long. I think 20 minutes isn't too bad of a stretch for an episode of Carnivores. I do like to try to keep them contained, just because, depending on the series I do, that changes the render settings I do. Because Carnivores' lack of graphic power, or lack of its graphics being so much simpler than some other games, I can do this on much simpler render settings, so I can get those plugged out rather easily. But if I do something like Monster Hunter World, where I need to... Uh-oh. What's up there? Just an Amphiscion? Okay, maybe it's just the Amphiscion and the Aurora moving about. No, Analytic Didium. We definitely got a lot of animals out and about around us, which I do like. It makes the map feel more alive. Oh. So where did you go off to from here? Because you got a lot of blood spatter almost in like a ring. Oh, here we go. I think this is the trail for how it kept going. It's just another Amphiscion. So, oh, maybe you went up the mountain. If you did, that may work out for us, because we can get the ridgeline to help us out and disguise us until we're close enough to get another good hit with the chop shot. Yeah, seems like they climbed, so, well, maybe. They climbed around in a way. Like, some of it does seem to go up. Let me get on the other side of this tree just to see. I thought maybe it might have, but I also hear... sounds like something moving. Nope. I was going to say maybe we would have had an option for him, but I think he's not stuck up here anymore. Oh, and again. There we go. Another addition to... inadvertent success is still success. Although, now I have no idea where the Clicotherium went from. Last we saw the blood trail for it. I don't really see anything else coming down this way, so maybe he did manage to go up further. Well, that is our first Macrauchenia. Interesting little trunk llama. So we'll try going a little higher, and then if we can't spot him, probably... actually, that shot... no, the shot from the chop shot probably spooked it off, so I don't think we're going to be able to catch up to that Clicotherium wherever it got off to. Little like thorns flying around. Yeah, I think we'll probably call that there with that surprise success. I do really like Far North, and I am going to do quite a few episodes on it. Maybe not a full lasting series like some of my other ones, like Mandibles or Triassic, but we'll definitely be sure to showcase Far North off quite a bit and try to get every animal if possible. So, thank you guys very much for joining me on another episode of Far North. Maybe what we'll do is we'll head back and then just see how we're looking for points after this. Okay, so we're back and loaded into the menu here. So we got up to 52 now, so we could add the Diprotodon and then try the shotgun out. I think it's definitely going to be this high-mil heater that I want to try doing most. So, early versions of this design were dubbed the imposing Mammoth Gun, evoking a superior firepower to the popular weapons on Earth used for poaching African elephants. However, since there are no proper mammoths on the Far North tour, High Heater was dubbed by the Thesaurus department. Yes, but that's going to take a lot of points. But then again, we are able to get quite a few of the starters round down, and there's not too big of a point jump on them. Like, from Hyenodon, it is a 100-point jump to the Megatherium. But then from there, actually, both of those are the same points, and then it's only another 100, so... This might be a series that will go a little bit more quickly as we get points, just because I do like where it's more of a steady curve instead of these little ramp up, slope, jump up, slope, jump up. Sort of, it feels more like you curve your way along as you do. But in the meantime, thank you guys for joining me on Far North. If you do have anything you'd like to see me try out in the game, or any tips or suggestions to help me as we do Far North more, be sure to let me know in the comments. I'm always hoping for feedback. Until I see you in the next video of those survivors, please remember as always to take care and stay alive.